Hey folks, it's Patriot Nurse, and if you woke up this morning and read the newspaper, you can see that there's more rioting, more looting, all in the name of Black Lives Matter and empowering the thuggery of the nation to break whatever laws they want to without consequence, courtesy of the federal government, the Justice Department, and the federal arm of the executive branch. Friends, what you are seeing right now is the splintering of the nation, courtesy of the communist groups and the leftist groups that are activating these protesters, these agitators, for the purposes of further dividing the country, ultimately to consolidate their own power. All right? This has nothing to do with righting age-old wrongs and everything to do with taking power out of the hands of law-abiding citizens and putting it into the hands of thugs. And what's happening is that you're seeing the non-law-abiding, the criminal elements of society right now being emboldened, okay? Because there's no consequence. There are people who are being stripped, beaten within an inch of their life while pleading for mercy. All of this, of course, you can see on different social media websites being uploaded right now. And where are the police? Even if the police wanted to enforce things right now, their rules of engagement have become so strict and so tight that people pretty much have to straight up murder dudes in the street in order for them to get put down. So until law-abiding citizens are going to fight back when confronted with life-threatening deadly force, this is going to continue to happen. Why? Because we have at least three generations in some cases who have known no consequence for illegal and violent and deadly actions against their fellow man. So what does this mean for us? What this means is that, I've said this before and I'll say it again, guys, there are no days off. Don't you dare leave your home without your gun on your body. Don't do it. The time for living in La La Land is over, all right? This is happening all over the country. The disenfranchised and the criminal elements are being emboldened to take by force what they want and to destroy lives and property without consequence. What consequences were there for all of these looters burning and destroying stuff? What consequences have there been for people who have blocked major thoroughfares? By the way, threatening the lives of people who are waiting on the other side. There haven't been consequences, friends. And what you see is lawlessness taking root and flowering and bearing fruit. I feel like I'm reading a history book from like backwards forward. I feel like I'm looking at our own nation, looking at Charlotte, looking at Baltimore, looking at Oakland, and seeing Rhodesia 2.0 here in the United States. Friends, this is partly why I do the classes that I do and why I teach. And this isn't some like shameless self-promotion plug. There's a reason why I do what I do, and there's a reason why I have devoted myself to training people to take care of their family at home. What if you and your family were sitting on one side of the bridge waiting for some Black Lives Matter protester to have the mercy to move while your family member is sitting there dying from a heart attack in your back seat? Do you think they care about you? Do you think that these gangs of thugs give a damn about you and your family members' health and security? Quite the opposite. Folks, the days are going to be coming upon us very soon. I think you're seeing it now here. There is no law enforcement in the land. There's none. The ones at the local level, the police departments, and God bless them, and all of my friends out there in blue, thank you so much for what you do. God bless you for putting on your badge each day and going out there and putting your lives on the line for us. But their hands are being tied because the rules of engagement are getting stricter and stricter and stricter and stricter. So what that means is that for people who are breaking the law and for people who are putting other people's lives in jeopardy, they can get away with more and more and more and more and more without any consequences whatsoever. So what does that do to the criminal element, who already, by the way, doesn't care about that little social contract? They don't care about that. They're getting emboldened now because there's no enforcement of the law. We are living in some very dark times as a nation. If you are a wise person, even if you don't consider yourselves wise, let's just say that you consider yourself a humble person who just wants to do the right thing and to keep your family safe. All right? Have your food stored up so that you don't have to go out in the middle of all this nonsense to try and resupply. Have your medical supplies stored up. That's kind of important. And by the way, know how to use them and know how to take care of people. That's why I'm teaching in Phoenix this weekend. Okay? But know how to defend yourselves and do not take days off. Do not leave your house without that gun on your body. Women, do not depend on mercy from people who are wicked to not rape you, to not strip you bare naked and beat you within an inch of your life. If there is one thing that we have seen patterned in all these Black Lives Matter, Communists of the World Unite protest, is that there is increasingly a more violent underpinning. You're not going to be afforded, friends, in the days to come, your little illusions about the tranquility of the world and what it used to be like. It's not like that anymore. And until the criminal and violent element of this country is met in force when they try and kill people, it's going to continue to happen. If you're in fear for your life, it's time to fight back. Friends, we're coming on the days soon where if you want to keep what you have earned and you want to maintain your family's security, you may very well have to defend it with your life. Because it costs at this point nothing for these thugs to threaten you and beat you and rape your women, whatever it is they want, because they know they are not going to get called for it. Be ready. For now, it's Patriot Nurse signing off, and I'll see y'all later.